people, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Sibahle. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today's video is a DIY acrylic nails. So basically the backstory is I've always wanted to be able to do my own nails because being on a budget, we're not rich yet, honey. So being on a budget, I was like, I spend so much money doing nails, like just what? So I'm looking for a way to always like cut costs and try to find a cheaper way to do everything. So what I did was, if you look at my previous videos that I posted some months back, I had a box from what's the name of the company? I have a box from Planet Nails. It has a kit for acrylic nails, so you can be able to do your acrylic nails at home. So basically, but people buy that box for like professional stuff, for like to use at their salons and stuff, but I bought it because I wanted to be able to do my own acrylic nails at home. And in this video I did that. So this video is basically showing you how I achieved these nails. I just decided to do them plain white. I do feel like they're too white. This just like, I wish I had more like artsy things to put on them, but I don't have. I don't have those yet. I just like have the white acrylic powder and the white nail polish, so that's what I use. But I wished I had like some rhinestones or whatever to put on the nails. But these are the nails. They're just plain white basically. I try to do a coffin shape. Basically guys, you need to give me a break, you know, because this is like my second attempt in doing my own nails. And yeah, I think they turn out quite well. On a scale of 10, because this is my second attempt, I remember what my first attempt was like. It was terrible. It was really terrible. It was bad. So on my first attempt I would have given myself like a 4, but I did film that, but then I couldn't edit it in time and post it to you guys, and my nails got like a broke one and whatever, and I was like, okay fine, we'll just do another attempt, even though I had wanted to show you the first time I did it. But yeah, that is that. Now you're seeing the second time that I'm doing my nails myself, and I like how it looks. Basically I like how it turned out. Obviously there's some room for improvement. There's room for improvement, but I'll give myself say 6.5 to 7, 6.5, between 6 and 7 there, because it's really hard to do your right hand basically using your left hand. And yeah, the filing is a little bit tricky. Applying acrylic, that's the trickiest part actually, because the cutting and the shaping and that's not bad. It's the acrylic, applying the acrylic and making sure that it's even and it looks nice, and whew, yeah, that's the part that's a little bit tricky for me. But then we're gonna get used to it, you know. You learn things by practicing. Anyway, I think I've spoken too much. This is just supposed to be just the intro of the video. Anyway, these are the nails, and I will show you how I achieved this in the video, and then I'll see you at the end of this video.
Okay guys, let's get started. I firstly had to cut my nails just to make them shorter so that the acrylic nails will last longer. So I just used a nail clipper to cut them down, and then I took a nail file to just rough it up a little bit, rough the nail bed up a little bit, and so that the application of the nail will be a lot easier, because it doesn't apply well if the nail is still smooth. So you have to just file it up a little bit. And then I took this thing that I don't know what the name of it is. I don't know what it's called, but basically I used it to push back my cuticles. Yeah, I've seen people do that, but I don't know exactly how it helps. And then I took a wipe and just wipe the dust off from the filing. Now it's time to put the nail tips on. So I take the nail tip container and I pick out the size that is gonna work for my nails. So I size it up against my finger, and if it's too big, I then take a nail file and just file it down a little bit to make it a little bit smaller and fit better, because it does look nicer if it fits. So basically I do that for all the nails, and yeah, just make sure that they're the right size. So I then take the Planet Nails glue. I'll use that to glue the nails on. I've already set up the nails according to how in the order in which I'm gonna put them on. So I take the nail glue and the nail and lightly put the glue on the nail, and then I will apply it onto my finger. So you're gonna start with the piggy. So I find that it's easier to put the nail on if it's on a flatter surface. So basically it takes a minute just to make sure that it's straight if you're doing it yourself, because from your direction it might look straight, but from another person's perspective it might not look straight. So you have to take some time and make sure that it's actually really straight. So I've done all my nails now, and now I'm gonna cut them down to size, because obviously they're just way too long right now. So I just take the nail cutter and just chop them down to the size that I'm comfortable with. So now that I've done my left hand, I then move to my right hand, and I have to measure up both piggies to make sure that I cut the nails down to the same size. So I need to make sure that the right hand is the same size as the left hand. And then we get down to the filing. Basically this is when I file the shape that I want. So today I was doing a coffin shape, so I file it down to a coffin shape. It gets a little tricky, so you really take some time. So I try every position that makes it a little bit simpler to do it. So yeah, I've done my left hand, so then I'm going to go ahead and do my right hand as well. And to do my right hand, I have to hold the filer in place and then move my right hand around, not as I did with my left hand where I can actually move the file around. Accidentally broke the other nail. I guess it wasn't glued on properly, so I have to go back and take another tip and glue that back onto the finger. I then take a sanitizer, and I have to use a wipe for that. So I take a wipe and just wet the wipe a little bit, and then I use this to remove the dust from the filing. Then I take this sticky bond. So basically this is like a primer for your acrylic. So I take the sticky bond and I apply it on my natural nail. And I take the container that I used to put monomer in and I put it down. So in the container that I used to put monomer, I then take the monomer, I put it in there. This is what I will use to dip the acrylic powder. I then take the brush that I will use. So basically I will use this brush and wet it in the monomer and then dip it in the powder and then apply. This is the powder that I'm going to be using. It's in the shade white. I tried to show it to you guys here, but the camera just wasn't clear enough. But yeah, it's marked on the white. So if you look at it, it's just a white powder. And I take the brush, dip it in the monomer, and then dip it in the powder, and then apply on the nail. This is the part that gets tricky, and it takes the longest time because I'm trying to make sure that I apply it to the best of my ability, because the better it looks when you apply the acrylic, the better you apply the acrylic, and then the easier it will be to file the nail after you've put the acrylic on. So this part is very critical. You need to make sure that you put the acrylic, or you apply the acrylic as best you could, so that to minimize the filing afterwards. So there it is. I'm done putting the acrylic. As you can see, it's a mess. It's a mess. And then I take the brush. Basically what I'm doing here, I'm checking if the acrylic is dry. If it makes a sound, a clacking sound, then the acrylic is dry and you can start filing. So I take the nail file and I start filing. This is also a process that takes the longest. So in total it takes about 2 hours to 2.5 hours to get a set of nails done. So now I'm done filing, and it's actually started being dark. It actually started being dark outside, as you can tell from the lighting in the video. I take a harder file. It's softer than the file that I was using before, but it's still coarse, so I use that before I use the soft file, which basically smooths everything out, which smooths the nail out. So now I take the white nail polish, because I just like the look when it has the nail polish on, because the nail polish is smoother. I feel like if I just leave it as white powder, I could still see the white powder particles when I'm done. So I've put the nail polish on, and then I'm gonna do a top coat. So after I apply the top coat, I then take the cuticle oil and apply it on my cuticles. I failed to show you that step here, but yeah, that's the step I do after I apply the top coat. And then I take this dryer that I have, I bought from Discam, from Decreep, and I dry my nails. And yeah, then I'll be done. After drying the nails, we're done.
So we have reached the end of the video. What do you think, guys? You tell me what you think and rate me on a scale of 1 to 10 and just tell me, what do you think? What do you think? Okay, I don't know what I'm doing now. But okay, what do you think of my nails? And yeah, maybe if you're actually a professional, maybe you know how to actually do acrylic nails perfectly, maybe you can give me some tips in terms of how I can apply acrylic better, because that's my biggest challenge, applying the acrylic on the nail and making sure that it's even and all of that. So yeah, if you have any tips, any techniques that I can use, please use it, and please leave them in the comment section down below. But I feel like it was a win for me, because that box only cost me like 600 rands. Yeah, it cost me 600 rand, but then I can do my own nails like a number of times, other than just paying 300 rand once. So other than paying 300 rand every time that I wanted to get my nails done, you know. Yeah, so I'm gonna be talking with my hands now, because I'm quite happy with my nails. okay. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Please comment down below what you think of the video, what you think of the nails, and what do you rate me out of 10. Please be kind, guys, this is just my second time. Anyway, like this video, give it a thumbs up if you really enjoy it, and share it with your friends. I would love to add I would love it if you share it with your friends, and we can grow this family. Make sure, the most important thing, make sure you are subscribed for more content. Make sure you're subscribed so that you can see more videos from me. Actually, you can see it even though you're not subscribed, but it helps me a lot if you are subscribed. Go and follow me on my social media at Sibahle. Follow my brand at Zalo. You can now also follow me on Facebook, or yeah, follow me on Facebook, because I had Facebook and then I just stopped posting for a while, because I was not enjoying it anymore. But then I went back on Facebook and I've been posting again on Facebook, so you can now follow me again on Facebook at Sibahle as well. And that's it for this video. There's nothing else, or else I'll just keep talking and talking and talking and talking. Bye guys.